Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. See the spectacular shooting show and death display. See the world's greatest gunslinger. He's firearms first fiddle, folks. He's a sharp one, folks. He's a shooting shark. And see the world-famous collection of macabre curios inside. The little lump of lead that was removed from Jesse James's back. And the number noose that nicked Nick Norris's nasty nape.
Come one, come all, step right up, step right up. This is the greatest spectacle you'll see on a Saturday. If you haven't heard of us before, we are Cinema Society Saturday. This is where a group of us freaks of nature have all come together for our love of horror movies. Now, what we do is, each week we are randomly given a theme. We then partner up, give our partner a movie that fits within that theme, and then we review all of those films for all of you. So this week's theme, if you couldn't figure it out from the intro, and of course that segment I did right there, we're calling Come One, Come All. This is where we have horror films that are all about carnivals, circuses, amusement parks, funhouses, and everything in between. So I'm Gus from Askewed Reviews. But for this week, my partner was Chris from Chris For Real For Real. Not only does he have a great name, but he has some really great content that you should check out. And if you're not already following him, definitely go and do so. For this week's theme, Chris gave me the film of The Funhouse from 1981, directed by Tobe Hooper. So this is a film that I had not seen for a very long time. So long, in fact, that I pretty much forgot most of the movie. So it was definitely interesting to get a rewatch of this after so many years. Now, for those of you like me who barely remember this, or if you've never seen it before, let me tell you more about the concept to see if this is one that you want to check out for yourselves. So at the beginning of this movie, we meet the Harper family. Yes, there's a mother and father, but we barely focus on them. We concern ourselves more with the main characters, which are their daughter Amy and their young son Joey. Now, Joey is that classic 80s trope child who is obsessed with horror movies and costumes, and like most times when we have this type of character, he always messes with his sister. Now, Amy, on the other hand, is a young, sweet, innocent girl who appears to be our main protagonist. She is getting ready for a first date with a boy named Buzz. Her parents seem less than enthused about this, but seem to be willing to go along with it anyway. Her parents start to question where this date is going to occur as it's already 9 at night. Now, her dad interjects, stating that it better not be that carnival, mainly due to the fact that in recent history, there's a bit of a dark spot connected to that group. She says that they're going to a movie, which, of course, is a lie, as she and Buzz and two of their friends, Liz and Richie, are all going to the carnival. Now, they won't be the only ones, as Joey sneaks out of the house and makes his way to the same destination. For the most part, their evening at the carnival is pretty normal. They ride rides, play games, go to different shows, including the Freak Show, and then eventually they have the bright idea that if we get onto the Funhouse ride and then jump off in the middle, what if we try to stay there overnight? They make it seem like there's two reasons why they're doing this. One, supposedly another kid their age already did it recently and couldn't last the night. And two, they, of course, are going for the fun danger aspect of what if they get caught. But let's be honest, the real reason they're doing this is to have some alone time. So Amy and Liz separately call their parents, telling them they, of course, are sleeping over at each other's houses. The four of them do manage to sneak their way in, and then the carnival closes down. Now, there is an additional piece here because Joey actually did watch them all go in, but never come out. So he stuck around as well. Now, the consequences of being caught escalate very quickly as they soon become witnesses to a horrifying event that occurs before them, and now all they're trying to do is see if they can escape from here without being caught. So will the tickets these kids purchased be a one-way trip, or will they manage to escape? It was very interesting rewatching this after so many years. I will say this, even though it does become a lot more interesting as we get closer to the end and there's a lot more horror feel to it, the vast majority of the movie is honestly just really slow and more of, hey, we're really just watching a bunch of kids at a carnival. Not really much is happening. So, this is one of those situations, at least in my opinion, where after so many years, I didn't find this one as enjoyable as I once did. And I do still recommend checking it out though. It's still a fun movie and like I said, it gets a lot better the closer we get to the end of it. But at least for me on my scale, a 2 out of 5. If you want to check this one out for yourselves though, it is currently streaming for free on Prime. And of course, once more, I am going to mention, please go and follow Chris for real for real. Let's see if we can get him up to 3,000 followers. And keep an eye out for his review as I gave him the 1987 film Ghoulies 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you, one and all, for spending your Saturday here with us. And if you were horrified, terrified, petrified, and you ended up enjoying it a little bit, remember, you can always come back here each and every Saturday. And if you'd like to see what everyone else in the group did for their Come One, Come All reviews, just look up the hashtag Cinema Society Saturday.